Many business owners spend a lot of time, energy, and money trying to generate leads for their business. Unfortunately, they don't always put that same amount of effort into turning those leads into clients. So, today we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can improve the number of leads that you convert into customers. Now, if you don't address this challenge, ultimately you can end up with lost revenue, wasted marketing efforts, and reduced business growth. But by solving this problem, you'll be able to enjoy increased sales, improved customer acquisition costs, and sustainable business growth. Recently I talked to a business owner who told me, Eric, I'm just not good at sales. And it got me thinking that while, yes, there are certainly people out there who are blessed with the gift of gab, we can all be better at sales if we work on it. So that's really our focus for today, to work on it. So the first thing that you can do to improve your selling ability, to improve your conversion rate, is to make sure that you have a documented sales process in place. Now, this is an absolute must have for any business and for any business owner. Think of it as a roadmap that guides every single lead through an effective sales process. And by doing this, you're going to be able to eliminate guesswork and you're going to be able to ensure consistency. And consistency is so important here. Why? Well, let's pretend that we have a 6-step sales process and we follow it every single time. And what we start to notice is that we are consistently getting leads all the way up to stage 4. And at that point, then they're falling out of our funnel. Now we're able to take stage 4 and dive deep into it, dig into it, and figure out, okay, what is it potentially that's going wrong in stage 4 that is keeping this lead from progressing to the next step? We can then start making those subtle changes. And as you make those subtle changes, I'm going to encourage you to do those one at a time. Why? Well, if you make multiple changes at the same time, whether your conversion rate goes up or down, you're not going to know which of those changes had that impact. Okay. But by doing them one at a time, it's going to allow you to see, okay, what was the direct impact that came from that specific change? Now, if you don't have a sales process written down, that's okay. All you need to do, grab a piece of paper and a pen, sit down and start thinking your way through it. What does it need to look like from the time that you have that individual, that lead, enter your funnel to the end of the sales process? Write it down, make a flow chart, and then just start following it. Okay. And as you follow it, you'll be able to see what's working, what isn't, and then you'll be able to start tweaking that process. Before you know it, you'll have a really good process that's really helping you convert leads. Now, as a part of that sales process, you're going to want to have the opportunity to engage with your leads, and this is point number 2 or tactic number 2, and that is make sure that you are finding their pain points. All right, the way that we find our leads' pain points is by asking good questions, and you can do this in a couple of different ways. You can have a questionnaire, which I'm a big fan of, or you can have a live conversation. Now, if you have a live conversation, I would encourage you to still have a questionnaire that you're using to direct the conversation, because this is going to allow you to ask consistent questions in consistent areas versus making it up as you go. Now, the whole purpose here is to find out, what's important to them and what's keeping them from getting what they want. Once we know that, then we have the opportunity to show them how our product or service is actually going to remove those barriers and help them get what they want. So the third tactic that you can use to help improve your conversion rate is to offer a guarantee. Now, very often when I say offer a guarantee, people automatically go to money back, and money back guarantee is fine. I like to look at things a little bit differently as it relates to a guarantee. And the way I would encourage you to put your guarantee together is to think about your industry and what is it that people hate about working with businesses in your industry. So let's just have a little fun here. Let's pretend that we own a plumbing company. Okay. So we want to put a guarantee in place. So we start doing a little bit of research, asking people what they think. And we find out that the biggest complaints that people have out there with plumbers are that they don't show up on time and they leave a mess. So we can now take that information and create our guarantee. So we can make a 3-point guarantee out of that. Guarantee point number 1, we guarantee that we will show up within 30 minutes of our scheduled appointment time. If we don't, then your first 30 minutes is free. Guarantee number 2, we guarantee that we will leave the area where we work as clean or cleaner than it was when we found it. And then just for fun, we could throw in guarantee number 3 that says, we guarantee that every single one of our plumbers will wear a belt. You can have a little bit of fun with your guarantees. It's okay. Now, I know I said that I was going to talk about 3 different tactics that you could use to improve conversion rate, but I'm going to throw in a bonus fourth one here for free because this one is so very, very important. And the bonus fourth one is make sure you ask. Make sure you ask them to buy from you. And it doesn't have to be a direct hard close, right? But if you believe in your product and your service, and you know in your heart of hearts that your product or service is going to make a difference in the life of the person who's sitting across the table from you, then you owe it to them to ask. So make sure that you're going into each of your sales engagements or interactions with that in the back of your mind. Okay. You owe it to them to make their lives better by using your service or your product. So, by investing your time and energy into implementing a plan that's going to improve your conversion rate, you're going to see a quick increase in your sales. You're going to be able to improve your customer acquisition costs, and you're going to be able to create predictable, sustainable business growth. And quite honestly, as a business owner, that's what we all want, right? So, if you are a business owner who'd like to see their leads turn into paying customers a little bit more consistently and at a greater rate, schedule a free 30-minute conversation with me, and we can talk a little bit about what you got going on and start working toward a solution for you.